Ladies and gentlemen, keep calm and buy the dip, baby. If you have been buying the dip, especially on AMC stock, but other stocks as well, over the last couple of weeks and couple of months, you have been getting rewarded very, very favorably. AMC looking to close around 6.5% positive. Now, let's talk about earnings and what I expect as far as a potential rally, but also the earnings expectations and what could make this earnings a lot more important for AMC stock. So let's get straight into this info. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, do what you guys got to do in that regard. I already know you've made up your mind. You're going to hit that like button, or you probably already have. If not, you're going to hit that dislike, which is fine as well. But most importantly, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about all of this information. What is your expectation for AMC earnings? Now, getting straight into it, I want to start with this article that says AMC stock has a lot to prove this week. Now, it says the scene is set for a quarterly beat by AMC on Thursday. Now, let's talk about the pounce. It's lights, it's camera, will it be action for AMC Entertainment? The country's largest multiplex operator is delivering a critical financial update shortly after Thursday's market close. There's a lot riding on AMC's quarterly report this earnings. It says the bar may not seem low. Analysts see a narrowing deficit on $1.16 billion in revenue. This is a whopping 161% increase over where it landed for the first 3 months a year earlier. But stay with me. Domestic ticket sales during the second quarter soared 186%. There's an international component to AMC's numbers. But let's peel back another curtain. Food and beverage sales, the high margin part of the multiplex business, clocked in 40% higher per patron than the year before in the first quarter. A robust slate of films enhanced by thirsty and hungry moviegoers is a pretty potent combo. The analyst consensus is actually pretty low. It should be a good day for a beat, but AMC will need more. The stock is up 74% since bottoming out in May. Let's look at another potential catalyst. A pounce of prevention. It's been 4 weeks since Aaron's head-turning tweet, "Win pounce." The social media posting should suggest that AMC will go after its short-selling naysayers following Thursday's afternoon second quarter results. And this is the tweet that he said: "I keep getting asked, win pounce. Know this: 1, I always keep my word. 2, I've said publicly a pounce would not happen before second quarter 2022 earnings are announced. 3, press release issued today that Q2 earnings to be announced on Thursday, August 4th. Read between those lines." Are we talking about a blowout quarterly performance that will send the short scrambling to cover? The multiplex industry had a strong second half to the quarter. If it's not a matter of telegraphing strong financials, is Aaron prepping a plan to go after naked shorts and other boo birds? Aaron hasn't shied away from playing a dangerous game. He has embraced AMC status as a meme stock, becoming a cult icon who routinely travels across the country to meet retail investors at movie screenings. He's a colorful follow on the socials, riding the tide of any trends percolating among the exhibitors, millions of retail investors. At the end of the day, he will still have to be accountable. Now, this is the paragraph that I really didn't like, but I still want to put that out there, that essentially, if he's coming out and saying all of these hypey things like he has been, obviously no shade to Adam Aaron. I believe people should be able to do whatever they want, right? But you have to really back it up with something. AMC could essentially get sued by saying these things, right? Pouncing on shorts, giving us a reason to be very bullish, and then not coming through at all. There's a litigation factor there. Now, the last 2 paragraphs says AMC flooded the market with new shares to stay afloat last year, popping its outstanding share count by 5-fold. It's also holding a sizable chunk of debt in a rising rate environment. This doesn't mean that AMC is toast. The quarter should be strong on both ends of the income statement, and anything that lays to rest questions about the viability of the multiplex industry will shake out the speculators betting against AMC. So is this Motley Fool confirming a short squeeze? Let me read that again. This doesn't mean that AMC is toast. The quarter should be strong on both ends of the income statement, and anything that lays to rest questions about the viability of the multiplex industry will help shake out speculators betting against AMC. I think that means shorts betting against AMC. Maybe I'm reading too far in between the lines there, but hey, we can roll with it. Now it says, will Aaron live up to the hype? He runs the country's largest multiplex chain, and AMC is the bellwether for movie theater stocks. He has been pitching AMC's earnings report and what could follow since that tweet heard around the meme stock world 4 weeks ago. The stock is up 33% since the post. Analyst expectations are a low bar, but Aaron's tease needs to be special. AMC Entertainment certainly has a lot to prove this week. Now, I don't like the Motley Fool, but I do honestly like this article. I think it's more bullish than not, and I think it highlights the most important things heading into this earnings, that this is going to be big. There's no way, shape, or form that just a good earnings is going to be something that would crush the shorts, that would be a pouncing factor. To use that kind of language should suggest something very bullish. Now, I am not telling you guys to go out, spend your whole life savings on AMC, or go out and YOLO on options. That's not what I'm saying. Markets can be very unpredictable. You can lose all your money, so on and so forth. You guys already know that. If you bought a stock, if you've traded options, you know that you can lose a lot of money, especially in 2022. So by all means, come to your own conclusions here. But I think given the rally that we are seeing, given the short interest, given the cost of our rates that are starting to rise, and just what Adam Aaron has said, I think we're setting ourselves up for a pretty wild earnings season, at the very least for AMC, but a potentially very big rally. Now, let's go through the data, and then let's talk about a little bit on the more technical side of what this rally might look like. So as far as the option orders for the day, let's go ahead and refresh the Ortex page, and we can see a 65% positive order value, 17 orders totaling $651,000. You're seeing some of these January 20th, 2023 $40 calls, and you are seeing some January 20th, 2023 $30 calls, and some more $30 calls for January 2023 as well. August 12th, $20 calls. August 19th, $30 calls. Give me a break. That's a wildly bullish bet on AMC. That would pay out very big if it hit, but if it doesn't, obviously you're going to lose all your money. So that is a very notable option that I got to bring to your guys' attention, because wow, August 19th, that is 2 days and 2 weeks away. That is 12 trading days to have the stock over double, or that option will expire worthless. Now, you can do something that is called like flipping out of options, right? This is what I personally have done today, and this is personally what I plan to do for the rest of earnings season, at least for the earnings for Thursday and over the next couple of weeks. You go in with a heavier position with some cheap out the money options like the August 19th $30 calls. They bought these. It looks like 26 cents a piece. You could buy 10 of those for $260. If AMC stock goes up, or just the IV goes up heading into earnings, which would be tomorrow, then you could flip out some of those options, sell back, get your initial investment back, and then hold some free options. Maybe somewhat of a strategy like that is happening there, but either way you want to slice it, it's very, very bullish. Now, the cost of our max is sitting at 16.4%, cost of our average at 9.39%, and cost of our minimum at 7.94%. Now, the short interest dollar amount is 1.65 billion, estimated short interest at about 19%, free flow out on loan 26.28%, and the days to cover sitting at 3.25. So all of the data here definitely suggests that AMC stock could see a pretty parabolic rally upon earnings, especially if there's something really good to announce. Now, something that could really crush out shorts is obviously a good earnings, potentially a positive earnings. Maybe AMC is free cash flow positive. Maybe they are generating a positive earnings. It wouldn't surprise me given the movies that have came out, given everything that has happened over the last couple of months, right? I wouldn't hold my hat to it, but it is a possibility. At the same time, you might see AMC taking stakes in other companies and some form of a split dividend like GameStop is doing. That would certainly help to expose the shorts. And if the shorts, well, I should say it like this. If AMC did do some form of split dividend or something along those lines, well, the shorts are liable to pay that. So most of the time you would see a big short squeeze or somewhat of a ramp up in share price heading into an event like that, because shorts, the last thing they want to do is lose the short that they have. Essentially, the stock being up 70% in 3 months doesn't look so good for the short sellers. Their shorts were doing a lot better just a couple months ago, but also you got to pay out potentially a massive dividend in the form of, you know, new shares or whatever it would be. You know, it makes some sense. It makes some sense. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But even if you look on a technical basis, it looks like people are getting ready for these earnings. And I think it's probably going to be pretty good. So what are the key levels here and what potentially could we look for? Now, if we've seen anything like what we've seen in March, we have to get closer to that $20 level. If we can break out past the 200-day moving average, that is a total change in trend. Now, let me pull up the S&P 500 for you guys. And to put this into comparison, the SPY, the S&P, is almost at its 200-day moving average. Now, when we broke above the 50-day moving average, people start to go, hey, this is a really good sign. We haven't been higher than the 50-day moving average since April. And then you break out above the 200-day moving average, which we really have not consecutively been above that since January of 2022. And then the 200-day moving average, well, that's a much bigger deal, because we were above that all the way until January of 2022, and then we have not been above that ever since. So it's a change of trend, and it helps to become a better support level. Now, I would expect to see some bigger days like what we've seen back here in March as well. Potentially, you know, 45% rally, things like that is not off the table. So now, let's say we do get close. Let's just say tomorrow we end up around 1850 on AMC stock. Now, over the next subsequent days, if we were to see, you know, a 45-50% rally, well, just a 50% move from here would put AMC at about $28 per share. Let's say AMC could rally about 100%. 100% from here, that would put the stock at about $37 per share. That's kind of the range that I'm targeting. If we were to get, you know, a good earnings, you know, beat, and then you do start to get a good catalyst or whatever Adam Aaron is talking about, I'm sure there's going to be something there that is lending some credibility to what he's saying and all of his tweeting. Well, 100% move from here doesn't look too crazy to me, especially after what we're seeing as far as the hedge funds and their options that they are placing. And these guys have much more information and knowledge than we do, right? That's just a given fact. They know the Citadels of the world. They're in that realm, and I think it's something to pay attention to. And all in all, you know, I don't think it would be too crazy from here to see AMC stock double, but obviously I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know the time frame on this. Typically AMC tends to sell off after earnings, and then it tends to rally very hard about 2 to 4 weeks after earnings. So keep that in mind. It might be a better bet just having a very small trade and then playing the move after earnings. That's probably going to be the safest way to do it if you were going to do it in general. But all in all, I'm very bullish, and I think the mid-30s, potentially higher than that, is definitely not off the table here, not out of the realm of possibilities. Now, we got another stock to talk about that went from $8 to $1,500 over the last couple of trading days, and you guys will not want to miss it. That will be in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.